Students, how are you? Fine. Today I am going to explain about the subject social studies. Eminent and prominent professors defined the subject social studies in different way. First of all, when you see the United States of America National Council defined the subject social studies is as follows. Social studies is the integrated study of the social science and humanities to promote civic competence. The second important definition of social studies is Secondary Education Commission in India in the year of 1952-53. They define is as follows. Social studies as the term is comparatively new in Indian education. It is meant to cover the great traditionally associated with history, geography, economics and civics. The third important definition of social studies is according to John V. Michael. He is of the opinion that social studies concerned with man and his social and physical environment that deal with human relationship. The fourth important definition of the social studies is according to Bartel. He is of the opinion that the social studies is an integration of experience and knowledge concerning human relationship. Finally, James Hamming defined social studies is as follows. In fact, social studies is the study of historical, geographical and social relationship. From all these definitions, we may easily conclude that is social studies is the study of man. Social studies is the study of institution. Social studies explains about different governments and it also explains of knowledge and it also explains about different concepts of human societies and it also explains about social experience, social knowledge and social skills, social aptitude and attitude also. For example, the concept of the law of demand, the concept of law of supply. When you see the concept of law of demand, the demand means desire backed up by willingness to pay ability of a particular good or thing is called demand. The demand for anything at a given price is the quantity of it which will be bought a specific period of time. We can easily observe all these things in human society. What is demand? What is supply? The higher the supply, higher the price, lower the price, lower the supply. This can be easily expressed as follows. Sx is equal to f of px py rtg. The demand can also express in the small function. dn is equal to function of pn minus 1 yt. With this small relationship, we can easily identify what is demand and what is supply. So many factors depending upon these. Similarly, the social studies also explains about the adolescents and different experiences from social sciences. Small parts are taken from social sciences and introduced to the up to 10th class students. For example, you simply identify what is land. It is a free gift of nature. It is supplied by God. It has no cost of production. It cannot move from one place to another place. It is immobile factor. For its functional distribution, we can easily get some reward in the form of rent. It is that portion of the produce of the earth which is paid to the landlord for the use of the original and indestructible parts of the soil. When you see in the human society labor cannot move from, or labor can move from one place to another place, but he has no bargaining power. For his function distribution, he can get some reward in the form of wages. Sometimes he may receive it in the form of goods also. My dear students, let us observe in the human society that is capital. It is man-made. With the help of this capital, we can get some reward in the form of interest. And we may easily observe that is organization. In a society, the organizer will organize all the things, that is land, labor, capital and organization. And he introduced with the help of these where to produce, how to sell, where to sell, how to fix the prices of factors of production. Finally, he may get some profit for his risk and bearing uncertainty things. As you know, in our society, without profit, there is no business at all. For bearing risk and uncertainty, the entrepreneur may get profit. It is sometimes, according to Karl Marx's opinion, that is a profit is a legalized robbery. So, my dear students, in the society, the social studies explains about the social necessities. As you know, human society, the wants are increasing day by day. Necessaries of life, necessaries of efficiency, and conventional necessaries. As you know, human wants are classified into three types. If one want satisfies, another one crops up. How to satisfy them? With the help of limited means. This is the problem of society. This is the problem of scarcity. So social studies deals the problem of human wants, the problem of scarcity, the problem of welfare activities. So, my dear students, social studies explain about a man and his needs. Social studies explain about the family. As you know, family, kinship creates family, family creates a society, and the society at length creates a state. The state is a people organized for law within the definite territory. So when we see all the organizations, we are in a position to satisfy them all with the help of means. Means are limited, wants are limited. How it is possible to satisfy them all with the help of limited means? This is the problem of choice. So this particular science, it is a science which studies the human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternate uses. How people and society end up choose with or without the use of money to employ scarce productive resources that could have alternative uses. This subject also explains about study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of the social action which is most closely connected and the attainment and material requisites of well-being. So the subject of social studies explain all these things in the society. My dear students, in the next class, we may observe the differences, the similarities between social studies and social sciences. Okay, thank you.